Unbelievable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe!
Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
Welcome in on a rare Tuesday night here on Game in Frame. We are happy to bring you the ENYSSA Mengel Cup of the over 30s. This is actually a final tonight, so we will crown a champion. Both these teams, their one and only match so far was a semi-final where Central Park Old Boys defeated the New York Ukrainians over 30s in their semi-final. On the other side of the very small bracket, Rosedale United, their over 30s. They beat a team named SC Eintracht, their over 30s. Again, I think you can see the theme there again. Over 30s. Rosedale United, they are in the Long Island Soccer Football League, the LISFL. It's one of the, I believe, the only time we've had them here on Game in Frame. As for Central Park Rangers, we have had their over 30s and over 40s on the channel before. They actually won the Mengel Cup in 2021-22. There have been 8 different champions in 8 different years. So they are looking to become the first team to win this tournament and cup for the second time. They are 3 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses for 11 points. For 7th in the table in the Cosmo Division 3. They are a +10 in goal differential. As for Rosedale, they are also 7th in their table, but that is only out of 8 teams. They are 1, 1, and 5 for 4 points, a -5 goal differential, and that division is just an over 30 division. Actually, in the that Long Island League, they have a 30, 40, and 50 year over leagues. So tonight, we will get you starting lineups soon as we go live at probably now a little bit after 8 p.m. There was a training session going on the Randall's Island Field 70. Before these teams, or as they were warming up, we did just hear the referee's whistle, so we'll be back in a couple moments, again, live to kick off after 8 p.m. Okay, so we're back live here at Randall's Island Field 70. We'll fill you in with names and numbers for Rosedale United as we start. Actually adjusting one of the goals, the one to the left of our camera. Give you the lineup for Central Park Rangers. Have the names, and again, we'll give you numbers for more context. Joshua Gray is up at the striker spot. He is joined in the front line by Sekou Cox at left wing and Matthew Costello on the right. They will play a 4-2-3-1. So then at the number 10 is Ahmed Hamami. And then the two midfielders in a double pivot. First, Papayotis Aniseforu and then Aman Karbashiun are the two midfielders. In the back line, Carlos Mankilano is the left back. On his side at center back is Christopher Valentin. On the right center back of the two halves, it is Kerry Kasanu. And then the right back is Peter Barry with in goal Radouane Gersi in between the pipes. That's the starting lineup for Central Park Rangers. And then, as I said, we'll give you more about Rosedale United as we go, as we will have a cup champion tonight, still delayed. I'm not 100% sure what is going on the goal to our left. Rosedale will attack to the right, whereas Central Park Rangers will attack to the left. Rosedale's in a full black kit with white numbers and some of their sponsors in white as well. And for Central Park Rangers, black shorts with a red kit, and they also have white numbers. You can see black socks on both sides as well. I believe Istvan Canyo is actually at center back instead of Kerry Kosanu on the right, wearing the number 11 shirt. Just seeing them warm up right now. Mankiliano at left back is number 32. Hamami is wearing the number 23 in midfield. Cox the number 7 right in front of our camera. Valentin, I believe, is number 20 for CPR. As we'll start underway, possession first for CPR. This is Karbashian with a high foot. Himami ran into a member of Rosedale. Number 20, Marin Filipovic. He'll start up top, number 20. He's joined by 70, Lawrence Maitland, as two of the member of their front three. Nateka Simmons, 21, you could see close to our camera. This is Josh Gray trying to hold up the ball. Delayed on the cross attempt. Now we'll go down towards the corner flag. He got one player to go down, and then his cutback ball was intercepted by Rosedale. Long shot and right in and taken down. In goal, number 1 for Rosedale, Vincent Treglia in a light orange kit in goal. Touch from Karbashian, again 15, on the wing. Early ball. Number 6, Dan Georgi is at right back for Rosedale. throw in. Moncaliano, same side Cox. And then tipped out by Simmons, again 21 in black. Some communication defending for Rosedale. Gray trying to clip. Good run. Can they chip in for 1-0? It is. Over the top. Very nice goal worked for CPR. It is Karbashian from midfield making a run through the middle. Set up by Josh Gray. Striker also can assist as well as scoring. And CPR have a very early lead within the first couple minutes here tonight. So Rosedale are down early. See there a touch for 43, Clayton Townsend. He's at right center back for Rosedale. Ross Hubbard, 26, another midfielder for Rosedale. Looks like they're playing a traditional 4-3-3. Townsend, diagonal, stopped by Moncaliano at left back. High up in the air in the midfield. We'll steal 33, Andrew Hirsch. I think we mentioned all three of the midfielders now for Rosedale. Gigorgi, an overlap. One more down the line, Simmons, and he just slipped. And that could be a factor tonight, of course, with the rain, how it will be affecting the turf in terms of footing. We'll see if shouldn't really clump up on the turf in terms of affecting how the ball will move, but it's definitely going to affect some of the footing for some players. Header, Himami, and good pace. Georgi got there before Costello, who's in that run moved over from the wing. Offside though, first offside of the night. Left foot pass, trying for a chested pass, but there's no one in the middle. That came from Maitland, number 70. Costello lost a header. Just punched by Valentine. Not brought in. Cox, Costello trying to keep himself onside. He has done, the flag staying down. Cox makes a run right to the middle, to the face, and in. It's an early dream start, 2-0 for CPR. Both of them have come from a simple play behind the line, one pass and a finish. And CPR have an early 2-0 lead. Well worked from CPR down the right. First moment for Costello and Cox. It was a different combination from Gray and Karbashian on the first goal. So 4 different players now have their names either with an assist or a goal, so contributions. Canyo might be the first touch for Gersi. Couldn't distribute up Cox, Simmons, Georgi. Moncaliano went down very early, and it's going to be ruled a throw-in in favor of CPR. Onisifuru stretching. That's Gray who's on the right. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, that's not Gray. Either way, a chance for a shot, and then went off the post, or at least cleared. I believe Townsend got there to clear. There were two runners either in the middle or at the back post for CPR. That would have been awfully similar to their second goal, which they just scored. But that was a needed defensive intervention for Rosedale. This will be the first corner of the night for CPR. Not great delivery. Still not away though. Come back to the corner kick taker, and he smashes that way behind. It actually went behind the fence. We're going to need a new ball after the failed corner attempt. Fernando Varias is the other center back I did not mention for Rosedale. Number 8 again. Filipovic. Again, Hirsch and Hubbard are the other midfielders. This is Cox, but won by Hubbard. Good tackle. Townsend. Long ball that's set up. The wind may have actually affected that one. Hirsch looking to shoot. Fake. Now onto his right from over 20 yards out. They took a deflection. So Gursi will give it a grab. That would have been a corner if he didn't go for that outside his 6-yard area. Also believe number 28, Grant, is at left back for Rosedale. That should be everyone mentioned so far. Throw in for Filipovic. First time touch. Townsend. Again, long balls over the top from Townsend. Filipovic will not shoot. Georgi. There's 2 there for the header for CPR, only 1 for Rosedale. Villegas, who's way up from center back shooting, and that will slowly fade over to the right and wide on his shot. Played 10 minutes, already 2-0 for CPR. Valentine, really good ball. Costello, early shot, and that did not prove to be the right decision. And for a second time, we're going to need a new ball. So we've already got rid of 2 in a little bit over 10 minutes. Grant looks for a pass. Heavy touch from Hirsch. Try to get it towards Hubbard, who was on his left side. One more clip. That's out of the reach of Gray. That's Onisifuru in the midfield. Filipovic on a run with Canio, who was last touched by Canio. Throw in. Rosedale. Simmons is clipped by Hamami. He apologizes. We'll play on. Townsend. Not sure what the idea was there with the long ball. Again, I don't believe that's going to stop. How often have you seen that so far? Grant picks his head up, left foot, and Maitland, I don't know if that was a pass attempt or he just couldn't gather that ball in. Either way, possession now for CPR. Cox asking for it on the run. Canyo. Big center backs. Almost 6'5", both of them, Valentine and Canyo for CPR. Gersi can also make passing well from the goalkeeping position. Costello in front of Grant. Gray, good turn. He ran into Cox as they miscommunicate. Cox, one touch, Costello, and someone's offside. Assistant flag is there. Georgie. Simmons. Doesn't face, we'll just go back. Hirsch. Low, and Simmons and Filipovic were in the same area. Looked like somewhat of a dummy from Simmons. But either way, it's with CPR. Behind, Gray, onside, wide open, and he's missed the chip. It's a goal kick. Tregley had come off his line. He was left in no man's land, and Gray may have rushed the opportunity. And honestly, I'm shocked that it's not 3-0. So unfortunate for Josh Gray. Did set up one goal so far. Onisifuru starts this. Header out from Villegas. There's also some mist here with CPR the throw-in down the right wing. Costello right at the goal line. Gray! Will he get the chance back? Good tackle by Georgie, in his own box. And it's Onisifuru, sorry. Karbashiun. Moncaliano can take some steps up. Cox close by. There's a good triangle. Moncaliano, good touch by Gray. It's all he needed. Hemami! Good save going down. Treglia. Cox, early shot and doesn't curl it in the far post. So Treglia makes a save. Still 2-0 CPR. Came out from Treglia, just out of the reach of, I believe that's a substitute over there, 31. That would be Robert Filipovic. Already have Marin Filipovic on as a striker. Gray picks it up, but all defenders are back for Rosedale. They work to the left, Cox, Gray and Costello. In for Gray, back heel, Costello. Can't win the challenge, good defending by Towson. Onisiforu back to Valentine. And all the way out of his goal, Gersi, almost at the halfway line. Good 1-2. This is Kardashian, who already has the first. Trying to get another involved. It's Gray! And it's gone in. It's to the side netting. Treglia got a little bit of a piece with the gloves, but too much power from Gray. And that's a really good finish to make up for his first chance he missed. And now it's already a hat trick of goals. 3-0 for CPR. And this could be a rout if this continues. CPR have dominated in our first a little bit over a quarter of an hour. We're now going to get to the 19th minute. It's good offensive moves so far for CPR on all three of their goals. See Villegas come out for a substitute. Towson back to CPR's goal. Treglia will try a clear. Moncaliano will see the ball out. Throw in. Throw in. Hemami. A dummy from Gray. Smart with two defenders right on him. Bashiun. Berry at right back. One of the first times we've said his name so far. He'll have a throw in now. Costello was put off for his pass. Onisiforu. Gray. Dropping in, showing to the ball. Canio. Moncaliano in front of the touchline. Hemami in front of him. Touch leads them backwards. They're just working this around now. Berry. Turn. Kardashian. Can't link up there with Hemami. He was read by the substitute center back for Rosedale. He's got into Filipovic, who's tripped. And now the whistle will come in for the foul. That substitute there is 32. Josh Cruz Fernandez. Start with a pass out to Grant. Laterally left where Cruz Fernandez was. Hirsch. Rosedale need a goal. First time cross. So that will sit up for Gersi. Pretty easy catch on a bounce. He'll go route one. Gray off the line. Treglia. He'll push this down, and that'll count as a save. Grant after the throw-in. Go back to Treglia and goal. Filipovic got thrown off by his teammate Simmons. Cox against Giorgi. One touch from Giorgi, and then it's going to be a corner. Cox was content with that. Really was no attempt to even try and cut that in or cross it. Onisiforu will run to the corner. Header up by Rosedale. Onisifuru tackled. That's Hubbard. Maitland tried a dummy, and I'm not sure if he made contact with the ball. Gray, who's way back after the corner. Canyo. Onisifuru. Slow. And Simmons picked his pocket and then unfortunately slips. Again, the rain is causing some issues on the turf. No whistle for the ball going over the line. Karbashian making a run. Treglia sliding. The corner of the box. Take this in away from Karbashian. He'll roll to Cruz Fernandez. Townsend back to Cruz Fernandez. Cox will pressure. Almost showing a 4 in the press CPR. Karbashian is even higher than Gray as they line up defensively, even though Gray is listed as the striker. Intercept Berry. Header goes right into Filipovic, and Berry will go get it. Down the wing. Cox lifts his hand in the air. Berry will delay. Hamami. Now they'll get into possession. Costello. Now they'll switch play to the left. Canyo. Moncaliano in front of Maitland. Keeps this for CPR. Onisifuru. Touch for Gray. Onisifuru. A lot of defenders around. He's kept it. And wins it back. Hemami has Onisifuru. Easily goes by 2 that go to the deck. Cox. Long shot. And that's going to go wide. Left to the post. Hirsch is off for Rosedale. Hamami and Costello will make way for CPR. Sheldon McKenzie, number 24, will be in midfield for Rosedale. Mir Mazal, number 8, is also in the middle. More of a number 10 role or advanced midfielder, at least it looks like it for CPR. McKenzie missed. Cruz Fernandez on the run. Georgie trying to get Simmons behind. Moncaliano just gives up a throw-in. 27th minute now of the first half. Elior Tolmasov, I believe, was wearing the number 9 for CPR, also was part of that substitute that we just saw. So him and Mazel. CPR wins the ball on the counter. Onisifuru outside of his foot. He's joined early. Onisifuru, that's too much. And it rolls in on Treglia. Back to goal, Treglia. We'll start it now for Rosedale as they move forward. Townsend. Ball will curl into Moncaliano. Maitland holds the ball up. McKenzie. Rosedale have to find a way to break down CPR. Already down 3 goals. Down the left, Filipovic. That's Robert Filipovic for his brother Marin. Didn't win the header. Good defending. I believe that was Canio there for CPR. The diagonal. Not too tall for Georgie. Heavy touch. Back to CPR. Very good control. Karbashiun. I'm sorry, that's Mazel, excuse me. Onisaforu on the half turn. Cox, he's onside. Behind Georgie, maybe behind everyone. Trying to set himself up, and he's blown the chance. You can see he's just trying to pass that to the right. Treglia tried to make himself big. Not sure if it was affecting Cox, but that's the second time he's tried to put the ball inside the right post, and he's come up empty both times. The referee has blown his whistle. I'm not sure if he's complaining or he's talking down the complaining from Townsend. I think that's what we had the halt for. Still have 15 minutes to play in the first half. Foul on CPR. Grant faking to his left, tries to his right. Clean tackle by Mazel. Costello, or excuse me, that's Tashimov, out of the reach of Townsend, but not Georgie. Gets them back in their shape with Treglia. Georgie. Townsend now trying to be joined by McKenzie. Onisaforu read it, and Gray is fouled. And there's no one there to play advantage, so we'll have a free kick for CPR. About 35 yards out. It's Onisaforu and Mazel talking it over. Actually, now Gray will join Onisaforu behind the ball, and he'll take it to the right. I don't think he saw Grant. And now the chances are no, it's still with CPR, excuse me. But definitely could have played that better. Grant. Step up from Berry. Still with Rosedale. Canio lets the ball bounce in front of him, and he very calmly chips it. And it's gone off of Simmons, so that'll be CPR ball. As now the referee's going to talk to Grant. Cox out on the wing. Number 6, Andre Pietro, one of the subs. Also, Franklin Solarte will wear number 16 in red for CPR. Tashimov joined on the right with Berry. Canyo. Karabashiun. Good possession in the middle for CPR, but they don't go forward. Karabashiun, the first goal scorer. Solarte makes a run down the left. Ball bouncing around. Berry has to fight off one of the Filipoviches. 11 minutes to go in the half. We'll see how much added time there is after the 3 goals. Referee has to get it away from Onisaforu. First time, good switch. Pietro. Solarte. There's the 2 on the left. Right now for CPR, 2 substitutes. Onisaforu. Touch out. Tashimov. Berry for Gray. Good header by Townsend to win the duel, but it's a throw-in towards the corner flag on the right side for CPR. Offside, Tashimov. Some of our tune-ins for this weekend starting Saturday: Hoboken FC versus Kid Super Samba at 6 p.m. EPSL Metropolitan Conference. Then on Sunday, 3 games to make note of. CPR, of course, we've got their over 30s right now. The first team in the EPSL versus Nyack at 12:30 p.m. EPSL, again, Metropolitan Conference. We will switch over to the Delaware River Conference for this next match at 6 p.m. on Sunday. Aloy Soccer Club versus Real Central New Jersey. That again is at 6. And then finally, our nightcap on Sunday of the week, Greek Americans versus Pancyprian Freedoms at 8 p.m. All, again, EPSL Metro, except for Aloy and Real Central. Greek Americans and Pancyprians, we hope you can check in for that match. Both those teams at the top of the EPSL table, along with Lansdowne, but that'll be a big match to end out the first half of the season here in December, this weekend between Pancyprians and the Greek Americans. Tackle by Hubbard. Pietro will stop up as Georgi gets back. Onisaforu to Solarte. It's a slower possession now for CPR, holding on to a 3-0 lead, but Solarte is giving it away. Maitland, Filipovic, can they create something? McKenzie, who's run from midfield up against Valentine. Valentine trying to shape himself, and McKenzie has passed it away. And Maitland is screaming at McKenzie that he should have made the pass to the left. Pietro has the pace to get there before the ball gets to the touchline. I am Pietro, early diagonal, run from Tashimov. He's up against Grant and Cruz Fernandez. He'll look to make a pass. Will in front of Karbashian, and a big clearance by Towson. As the rain starts to pick up again here tonight. We should see rain for the rest of the night. There might be a slight time period where it stops, but it will restart again. So for the most part, we'll have rain throughout almost all, if not all, of the match. Actually got up to about 50 degrees today. It's colder here when we started this match, of course, here at night. In the 40s, not as cold as it was this time last year. But the rain can still be an issue tonight. Throw in CPR. Now got single digits left to go in the first half. We're now in the 39th. I believe Ronald Pineda, number 12, came in for Canio a few minutes ago. Both teams, of course, substituting. You can re-enter and come back out. So it's not a major issue with the substitutions. Just for some fresh legs at times whenever it's needed. Gray pointing for where he wanted it, and Solarte's put it out of his reach. Grant, McKenzie controls it off the middle of his body. Did pretty well as also to get it to Georgie up top, running underneath Maitland. But Valentine is just too tall on the header. Clearance. McKenzie, enough of a touch to Filipovic. Touch around Pineda. But closed down by Solarte. Filipovic, wide, Georgie. Good move around I am Pietro, but then he's got a good tackle in. Can't set it up for Gray. It's Grant and Rosedale United. 5 minutes to go in the first half before any added time, if given. McKenzie, run made by Simmons. Backing down Pineda. Ian Saforu. Solarte before allowing a corner. I am Pietro. Touched by Pineda enough to Mazel. Actually, this is Karbashian. I am Pietro. The width on the left. Trying to intercept Filipovic. Cruz Fernandez back to Treglia. Only as far as Mazel, the chest. Didn't get good contact on the ball, but it's a pass to Karbashian. Berry. Lost it. Hubbard. The challenge. Filipovic, he's got 4 with him. Hubbard, back to Filipovic. Stays in the middle with Hubbard. A few yards in front of him, and it doesn't matter. Lost it to Solarte. Now about 3 minutes to go. So we close in on the 42nd minute being completed. Onisaforu. It's just great ball movement right now from CPR. One touching around. Onisaforu and I am Pietro asking for a run. See a diagonal that along the back line. No pass was made. Onisaforu lost that for a throw-in. Filipovic, not early enough. Pineda puts his foot down to take in. Now for CPR, Berry. Filipovic running at Gray. Cruz Fernandez goes down. Got enough of a touch to Townsend. Maitland trying to time up his run. Karbashiun, half turn. A minute and a half now in the half. Karbashiun. Tashimov was calling for it, making a run. Outside of the foot, Mazel. Very nice pass. I am Pietro. Onisaforu, right side, Berry. Tashimov, early. I am Pietro's made a run to the left and just out of the reach of Treglia. It doesn't matter, the ball is wide. Actually, I think Treglia got a touch because the referee has shown his hand to the left side. See if it's a throw-in or a corner. Everyone's kind of slow to adjust to this. It is going to be a corner. I am Pietro. Solarte is also shown. He lets it go. Good dummy. Onisaforu driving, and it's wide left. Ball never got up off the turf. Whistle there. End of the first half. 3-0 for CPR. All those goals coming within the first 20 minutes. And that gives them their big halftime lead. Also, again, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about Aircase and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. Again, we thank Salt, as always, for being our sponsor here on Game and Frame. That does it for the first half. We'll be back with the second after our halftime break, which shouldn't be too long.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwear there by Spalding. It's gone for a spacious shot! It's magnificent by Spalding! Yeah, no, I'm gonna come in. Come up over. Then go. Hello everyone, welcome to the Game of Frame live stream. I'm Josh Pratt, and we're at St John's Stadium. It's going to be Spencer Burkhart over the wall. Brilliant. Hoboken level up. He's gone down. Penalty Pan Cyprians. Joe Holland beats Borte and re-establishes the lead for the Pan Cyprian Freedoms. Joe, congratulations on the hat-trick. Great seeing you.
As a player, I was looking to just
Well guys, that just about does it for us at St John's. The Pan Cyprian Freedoms going top of the EPSR Metropolitan table tonight. 4-2 winners over Hoboken.
Back to Rodriguez. Hit, looking for that far corner. What a hit from the Scrolls man.
Lots of encroachment. Ruiz Restrepo saved! Saved on the goal line!
We're live, second half. So we'll start back up 3-0, as I basically guessed, but just being around this very short halftime and we're back going. But you can probably imagine with the rain, no need to have a long halftime if the players are already ready to go. Again, so far it has not stopped raining. More of a drizzle now with some mist, but wasn't too long of a heavier rain that came in later in that first half. A little bit of wind, but not too terrible in terms of temperature. Again, this is the Mengel Cup for the over-30s. Rosedale defeated SC Eintracht. And it was New York Ukrainians who were beaten. That could be close to an own goal. Towson! And he's put it in his own net. Treglia came off the line. Towson, I think, was trying to be careful, and he was almost too careful. And he's just committed an own goal. Unfortunate for Towson. Of course, that's not his intention, but now it's 4-0, literally a minute into the second half. And now it's an even larger ladder for Rosedale to climb. It was already difficult enough down 3-0 to enter the second half, but now we're at 4. And CPR may have just wrapped up the victory. Of course, they had a ton of possession to end out the first half, really owning the ball. Same lineups as we ended the first half with. The substitutes that were on stayed on at the start of the half. Some of the guys played the full 45 without being substituted. Solarte back to Gershi. Ball hangs up in the mist. And Pietro will settle now for CPR. First time out. McKenzie. Header. There's 3 there. First for CPR in front of Rosedale. Maitland. Touch. McKenzie. And I believe Maitland's offside. Taken immediately. Karbashian actually circled around that ball. Tashimov. First touch of the second half. Switch. And there's no one. Oh, there is someone there for CPR. Excuse me. It's Ian Pietro. Blocked out by the same colors on his bench. Run through the middle. No handball. Referee says play on. Filipovic. Hirsch. Cruz Fernandez. Looks like he might push into midfield out of center back for new tactics now for Rosedale, down by 4. Filipovic. They both let Solarte go by freely. On the run now. CPR. Played. Wing. One more. Continuing the run from left back. And it's into the hands of Treglia. Gray picks it up in the midfield. Grant is asking for someone to step, and we've seen that where Rosedale's just not pressuring the ball, even when it's in the middle or at fullback. Canio, calmly. Gersi. Onisaforu. Plenty of time to pick his head up. Gray trying to run away from Townsend. Townsend shoulders him off the ball. Kenyo out. Goal kick Rosedale. Throw in. Rosedale. Played 5 minutes now in the second half. CPR added one from an own goal from Townsend to make it 4-0. It came just about at the minute mark of 46. Tashimov. Overlap from Solarte. Grant has to be careful with Karbashian, so Cruz Fernandez will have to defend Karbashian. That was deflected by Cruz Fernandez right into the hands of Treglia now. Georgie. McKenzie, half turn. I believe I see Simmons is at right wing again as he started for Rosedale, number 21. Cruz Fernandez. Switch. That's miskicked by DPA throw, but it's not going to cause an issue for him because Gersey saw it. Closest for Rosedale was Simmons. Distribution for Gersey looks pretty easy. He's done that a couple times. Saw him in warm-ups, passing very well. IMPA throw. Grant trying to cause an offside. Tashimov's not. Tashimov has the angle. Posted in for Tashimov. He's got a goal off the bench. That's 2 now in the second half. 5 total for the match for CPR, and it's 5-0 in the 53rd minute of this Mengel Cup. It's basically over at this point in favor of CPR. They have dominated. Grant's still asking about the non-offside call. Simmons, one touch. Filipovic, back to Simmons. Georgi with his left foot. Hirsch turning. He's fouled. Maybe something here for Rosedale. Filipovic. Turned over. McKenzie. Rare turnover from CPR. McKenzie to line it up. That was a low drive that was blocked. Karabashian out. This is Gray, who's ended up on the left. Stood up by Georgi. Solarte, that took a big bounce off the turf. Now he's got control. Onisaforu. Just keep it rolling. Canyo. Gray, header that's behind. Ian Pietro, and just in front of Karbashian was Towson. Treglia has to do a lot to get this over to his fullback Georgi. Ball was put into his feet difficultly, but he's came away with the pass. Simmons. Georgi overlap and Simmons has passed in front of him. Pass into the feet of Gray. Tashimov the dummy, or he picked up his foot too quickly. Substitute being allowed for Rosedale. Marin Filipovic to be replaced. Onisaforo also a substitute. Gray, Karbashian, Treglia off the line. Goal kick. Van Banten, Amori Van Banten, number 19, substitutes in the midfield for CPR. Trying to get the substitute that came in for the first time. It's number 7 for Rosedale, Alexander Morano. So both those players have their first minutes of the match. Filipovic holds off Tashimov. Hirsch trying to get Simmons behind. Shooting, and he slipped as he shot. Maybe it's just too far out of him. That was his only opportunity to shoot. And it's gone over the bar. Hamami also reports back in for CPR. Tashimov chest pass. Corey Cousineau, I believe, is the last one, final player to enter for CPR. Number 10. Or it could be, Pineda actually wearing the number 10. And Cousineau was in his 12th. I thought that was Pineda earlier, so my apologies for that. On the right, Filipovic control, Grant. Good touch over Tashimov. Filipovic at the touchline. Treglia to have a touch. Quarter of an hour completed in the second half, half an hour to go. 5-0 for CPR, 3 in the first half, 2 in the second. 4 different goal scorers, and the own goal as well, that have been the contributions to the 5-0 scoreline for CPR. Grant with his left, McKenzie takes it in, right foot. Pass is blocked by Pineda, and they're calling a handball on Pineda, who's in disbelief with the call. Saying that off his upper part of the back of his leg. Cruz Fernandez. Filipovic keeps the ball in. Solarte asking for it out. The ball is right on the line. Morano. Filipovic trying to get a step around Solarte. Good defending. Pineda. Too tough for Tashimov. Some frustration now for Rosedale, which you could understand. Van Banten. Kosanu out. Solarte. The rain's picking up a little bit again. Towson doesn't cut it off. Hemami will enter the box, and Towson recovers, and he's fouled by Hamami, who's arguing that he didn't touch him, but either way, the foul is called. Towson went down. '63rd minute. Maitland off. Jonathan Boyce, player manager for CPR, but we've got to talk about Hemami. Cheeky from Hemami, 6-0 for CPR. 3 now in both halves, and 6 different goal scorers for CPR. I was saying how Jonathan Boyce has checked himself in, number 25 in black for Rosedale, and his entrance was taken away by Hamami, who started the match, played about half of it, now re-entered here in the second half. Looks like he'll be playing up top for Gray. He started as a number 10. Hirsch. Canio to position himself for the header. But Rosedale has it. Filipovic. Grant overlap. He'll stop up for the ball. Played behind Morano, but it's Hirsch. Right foot! Can't find a goal. That's well wide. Saw that from CPR shooting this way in the first half, missing some shots by the left post. At least a glimmer, maybe something for Rosedale. Trying to at least score 1 tonight for themselves. Don't want to be shut out. Filipovic can't get there. No error for CPR. Solarte. Pineda. He'll do well to backtrack and keep possession for CPR. Mazel, 1-2 with Pineda. They're starting to play now. They weren't already with the 6-0 lead, but some of the substitutes have been given extended minutes, and they will definitely take it. Hamami, right side. It was first deflected. Tashimov to his left foot and puts it wide. 66th minute, excuse me. So we've got under 25 to play. You can't imagine there's going to be any added time with the score line as it stands right now. This rainy night here in New York. Our usual Randall's Island. As it stands, CPR will become the 2nd-time winner of the Mengel Cup. I mentioned in the pregame they'll be the first 2-time winner. This is the 9th year that it's been run, the cup. So they're going to add that to the trophy case. Joyce, excuse me. Hirsch towards CPR's bench. Down goes Mengel. Got enough cleanly for a throw in for Rosedale. Then Banton. Hamami couldn't receive in front of Towson. INPA throw. Over the top. Offside. Now we've got the flag from our near assistant. That's over the right side of our camera. Georgie tries to go for a run of his own. Kersey. Out of the reach. Passed it straight away. One of the only times he's had a mistake on his passes. Mengel. He was substituted, excuse me. So he goes off. More possession for CPR. Again, that 6-0 lead. Tashimov in front of Grant. Run through the middle. Pineda, toe poke, excuse me. And he's shoved off enough by Towson to not allow a clean shot. Hirsch just showed to his left by INPA throw. '70th minute, 20 to play. Simmons and Georgie loses out of bounds, I should say. Hamami looking to pass. Actually, he'll shoot. Treglia, a little bit of a leap, palms it down. Another save for Treglia. Solarte clipped. And that's going to be a booking for Filipovic, Robert Filipovic. Yellow card. Again, more frustration for Rosedale. Looks like Simmons is down for Rosedale. Actually, it's not Simmons, excuse me. It's Towson, and he may need a sub. He's played the entirety of the match at center back, so this will be an interesting decision for Rosedale to replace their best defender tonight. Looks like it's Villegas, number 8, who started at center back with Towson. Filipovic and Grant are the wall. Tashimov caught by Treglia near the back post. Treglia, good goal kick. Morano, can he get there? No, but long goal kick by Treglia. Then Banton. 3-on-3 for CPR if they can go. Tripping over the ball. Mistake. But Kenyo's got the defensive space covered. Kosunu. Intercept by Rosedale. Grant. Pass is trying to find Filipovic. Kept by CPR. Grant. Needs some coverage here, CPR. Grant fighting through the challenge. And Grant's gone down. It's kind of been the story of the night for Rosedale. And Grant may be injured. I'm hoping he's okay. We don't want to see any injuries. But Grant is still down, and the referee has not stopped play. And now we finally got it. Took a little while, but Grant might unfortunately actually have picked up an injury. Again, those tune-ins for this weekend. All EPSL action on Saturday first. Hoboken versus Kid Super Samba at 6 p.m. That'll be at Laurel Hill Park in Secaucus in New Jersey instead of New York. Then continuing on Sunday, now a midday game at 12:30. Central Park Rangers versus Nyack in the Metropolitan Conference of the EPSL. Those teams both came up 2 years ago from the Division I of the Cosmo. Grant's down again. And I think he's going to need to be subbed off. I'm not really sure what we're waiting for. Referee's looking at his watch. Now he finally makes a substitution signal. Those last two games, Eloy Soccer Club versus Real Central New Jersey. That is in the Delaware River Conference of the EPSL, though we of course cover here on Game and Frame along with the Metropolitan. And then Greek Americans versus Pan Cyprian Freedoms at 8 p.m. That could be for first spot as we go to the winter break in the Metropolitan Conference between Pan Cyprian and Greek Americans. That's a very big one to check out to end our last full weekend in 2024 here on Game and Frame. Gersi, Tashimov, way back. He's now even further back than Solarte. Ben Banton, Solarte, charging. Big run by Solarte, down the wing. Cruz Fernandez will come over. Solarte slows it up, ball roll, and doesn't fool Cruz Fernandez. Into the final quarter of an hour. And someone just picked up a card. It was Simmons for a foul, I believe. And referee halts it, won't play advantage, even though CPR had the ball. And he's going to stop it and place down the free kick. Monteliano comes in to end the match. for CPR. Tashimov shooting, and that was very ambitious. He has blasted that over the fence. And I think we're on ball number 5 tonight. Tashimov wanted a second goal for himself. So we'll get back after the goal kick restart here. Georgi. Marano, just too tall for him. Gersi outside of his 18-yard box. Pineda. Villegas. Treglia first time. Hirsch's header doesn't get to a teammate. Himami, very early. That's a huge test for Pineda to make a circled around run and get over there. Hirsch. Georgi, who's played the entirety of the match for Rosedale. He's the only one outside of their goalkeeper to do that. Can they get a 1? It's wide. Hirsch missing his second shot, and he's missed both outside of the frame, putting it up against Gersi. So, as I mentioned, Georgi and Treglia are the only two to play the full match for Rosedale. No one has done that for CPR. With their lead, have been able to get in almost an entirety of bench players in the second half. Here's Tashimov. Ball sits up on him, 3-on-3. In the middle now. And they don't take part. Now approaching minute number 80 of 10 minutes to go. Van Banten. And there's no run made for the give and go. Van Banten picking this up in midfield. Over the top. Tashimov to extend to the corner. Cross in. Cruz Fernandez not out of the box though. Pineda can't make way in front of Simmons, and it's cleared up and out by Rosedale. McKenzie, half turn. Left-footed pass, Marano. Filipovic with Solarte to step to him. McKenzie keeps it for Rosedale. Simmons. That will be intercepted by CPR. Long down the left. Only has Himami. Low. That's great vision. Pineda. Volley! That would have been special, but he's put it wide. He flicked it. I'm not sure if he meant to do that or if the ball just skipped to him. But he flipped it up and then had a volley attempt. But he has smashed it very wide. That ball went basically along with the corner flag on the left wing. Filipovic, shut down by Solarte. Red by Tashimov from Villegas. Tashimov long range shot, bouncing to Treglia. Tashimov still wants that second goal. Filipovic. Throw in. CPR. McKenzie, little touch from Morano. Now he's going to have two defenders and Van Banten make it a third, but Morano outside of his foot. Filipovic stopped, and here comes CPR, maybe on a counter. Onside. Himami joins him. Try himself. Shot deflected. Treglia. He will get there before allowing a corner. Blocked shot for Rosedale. No one's going to press down Treglia with the 6-0 score for CPR. Cruz Fernandez. Canio, easy header. Solarte and Pineda on the right side. Didn't see him there. Now Van Banten, CPR. It was Consonu in the back. And passed away, or I think maybe that ball went out before the pass. Exactly 5 minutes to play. Not sure if that was a shot attempt to Treglia. Throw. Hirsch. Cruz Fernandez sees the pressure. Filipovic first time. Consonu. Breaks the line. Pineda. Smashing pass. One more. And that can be behind the defense. Shot right at Treglia. That was Ian Pietro, who had come from left wing to the center. Himami. Hold up play. Continue to count the minutes that have gone by. 4 minutes to go. Consonu. Passing lane to Canio. Maybe he's going to try himself from center back. Looking to line himself up. Gets the pass off. Tashimov, left foot. Leap. And two hands to push it over the bar and behind for Treglia. And why not keep the theme rolling? Ball number 6. Corner for CPR with 3 minutes to go. Back post. Consonu misses a header. The ball eventually goes over the goal line. Goal kick for Treglia. McKenzie, it's not going to be an issue for Moncaliano. But he's giving it away. There could be one for Rosedale. Georgie shooting. One for Rosedale. They've got one. It's 6-1. Moncaliano puts a gift on the left foot of Georgie. And there's no shutout tonight for Rosedale. 6-1. Some sort of consolation. Georgie started at fullback, but gets in on the score sheet. As of course the rain picks up even harder than it was a moment ago. And there's a limp for Moncaliano. Hopefully he's not hurt. We already had Grant go off for an injury. Solarte. Consonu. Blocked. Way out of the goal. Kersey. He's got the jacket on. He actually looks like a Rosedale player when he comes out of goal. He's not wearing red to match his teammates. A slip after a block attempt. CPR for 7. Nope. Wide right. Just about at 1 minute to go. In the rain. One of the few matches, or few weekends we've actually had rain, luckily, this fall season. Been pretty lucky, thankfully, with not a ton of rain. Of course, not the case tonight. It's rained the entirety of the match, which was expected. But I guess for not being under 32 degrees, we've had to have some rain. Now maybe a 7th. Villegas goes down extremely early. Chipped over over Treglia. I am DiPietro with the 7th goal and 7th different member, and that's going to be the last kick. There was a couple times there though that CPR could have had a 7th. Either way, it's a Mengel Cup, the 2nd in the trophy case, 2nd for the club for the over 30s of CPR. 7-0 final for the men in red tonight. We will have a trophy presentation and we'll talk to some of the members from CPR after their cup victory tonight. 7-0 our final here on Randall's Island. Before the interview, we just want to talk to you about Salt one more time tonight. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about Aircase and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. And again, we'll go get an interview and the trophy presentation with CPR in a moment. Back to Rodriguez. Hit, looking for that far corner. What a hit from the Scrolls man.
Lots of encroachment. Restrepo, saved! Saved on the goal line!
And Shabadze is close by, but it's going to be Hakimov with the right. For 2-1! What a goal! Across for Donaldson. Donaldson shot! What a save by DeMarco!
There's Young, who could take a shot here if it lands for him. He takes it, and he finds the back of the corner.
On a little panic. Holland, that's a lovely ball. It's Harry Cook. And it's Foster! And it's breakthrough for the Pan Cyprians!
Looked like Wyke got on the end of it. He's onside, gets to it. What a save by Oakley.
Edge of the penalty area, he chips it toward the second post. Here comes the Greek American Soccer Club!
There's a good step by Fernandez. There's an Alves winning the ball in uncompromising fashion.
It was a long way off his line. Makic will try.
O'30s national Mengel Cup champions, CPR.
Back to Rodriguez. Hit, looking for that far corner. What a hit from the Scrolls man.
Lots of encroachment. Ruiz Restrepo, saved! Saved on the goal line!
And Shabadze is close by, but it's going to be Hakimov with the right. For 2-1! What a goal! Across for Donaldson.
Donaldson shot! What a save by DeMarco!
There's Young, who can take a shot here if it lands for him. He takes it, and he finds the back of the corner.
Who have gone a little panic. Holland, that's a lovely ball. It's Harry Cook. And it's Foster! And it's breakthrough for the Pan Cyprians!
Looked like White got on the end of it. He's onside, gets to it. What a save by Oakley!
All right, we're live back on the field in front of CPR's bench. I have Andre. I'm Pietro. Excuse me, sorry about that. But Andre, how were you guys able to come away with the 7-0 win? You guys had control for just about the whole way through, wire to wire.
No, we did it very well. We stayed very compact. We didn't give a field to them. There was a good team, but I think we started with a good head, good mentality. We play as a team, and we hope we're going to do that for the next step.
Yeah, this is the second time you guys, back in 2021-22, you won the Cup. You're the first team of the 9 years to have a second victory here in the Cup. What does it mean to you guys in the club?
No, that's incredible. That's incredible. They give you a lot of honor for the player play for this team CPR. That's make very happy, and give a lot of happiness to try to do always better. Yeah, we are very happy.
You had the goal there at the end. You also had an assist too. What was your look there at the end with a very nice chip?
Yes. To be honest, I just missed the first chance, and I saw the keeper coming out. I said, "How I missed that chance?" So I gave it the same one exactly, and I tried the cucchiaio in Italian. We say cucchiaio, and remind a lot the score Totti versus Inter Milan in 2004. Always a great score. I'm happy, but the most important is win today.
Yeah, direct copy there on the goal. Last one, I'll give it to you. Obviously, we're here in the rain, unfortunately, but you guys playing in Division 3, the over-30s.
Correct.
What can you guys? There's probably not too much left here in December for you guys to play, but what can this momentum maybe give you for 2025?
We try to go up, of course. For now, we try to stay healthy and do the best we can. And of course for the 2025 we go up, and we want to grow. We want to grow together.
All right, I won't hold you any longer here as the rain started to get a little bit harder. But Andre, congratulations
Thank you so much.
on the Cup, and good luck for the rest of the little bit of how here in 2024 and obviously 2025.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you.
Good night.
All right, guys, that'll do it here. Again, 7-0 for CPR's over 30s. They win the Mengel Cup. 7-0, that'll do it here for Game and Frame. We'll be back with you for our last big weekend of this year. Thanks for tuning in.